in Western Europe was the foundation of the feudal society in the Middle Ages. It was an organization of exploitation by the big landowners to the peasants, as well as a fundamental organization in the feudal political system, sometimes represented as a transition from feudalism to capitalism. In essence, serfdom in Western Europe was a contractual system of exchanging labor from public goods such as protection and justice. The indenture system had the advantage of exempting the landowner from making arbitrary changes to the terms of contract so that the serfs were protected in a general sense.
Lifelong protection for your family? Do you need a safe place to live? You may be entitled to becoming a serf. I am the Lord, and this is my land, and due to a trade crisis and labor shortage, I need help working my land. I want you to come work with me, and with my private army, you'll be safe within my territory.
Manorialism is an economic system in which lands are divided into manors and farmed by peasants and tenants.
Don't believe me? Take the word of one of my serfs.
Being a serf is great. You get to live in a house, even if you don't own it. You have a job. There's not much room for upward mobility, though, but you're still employed. You're not technically a slave. You just work for free most of the time. You get protection, which is great with the lack of a strong central government, and it's really necessary due to all the theft and violence outside of the manor. The lord of the manor would also rather have you alive than dead, which is also great. Finally, you get to keep some of the crops you farm. Not all of them, because most of them go to the Lord. But some. Look at all the crops I gave you.
Thank you so much.
This one's for me. Not all the work is hard. Some of it can be super easy.
This moral economy was enforced by the teachings of the church, and there were biblical prohibitions against charging interest. So that only leaves me with a few things to actually charge you with.
Serfs actually were not slaves, but they were more like paid servants. Serfs were indebted to the Lord for their lifetime, and after they died, their family would continue to be indebted to the Lord. Fun fact, wealth generated by manorialism and serfdom powered the Crusades, and it also led to artisan specialization, urbanization, and had a large influence on trade.
Look at all of this land that you could be working. It's so beautiful.
Even though it seemed like serfdom was a lifelong thing, there were actually a couple ways that people could get out of being a serf. One of them was being freed by the landowner. Also, you could escape, you run away. Also, you can pay your debts to the lord of the manor.